Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of $1 Million Butt. This is the animated holiday version of MDB, brought to you by $1 Million Butt, the card game.
MDBgame.com.
Joining us are Mr. Gus Cirola.
That's me.
And Mr. Geoff Ramsey, coming back for the second time.
It's my sequel.
This is it.
And I'm animated.
We need one more theme, Gus. What can we do?
And we're underwater, Aquaman style, with terribly computer-generated fish all around us.
And I'm wearing Christmas shorts, and somebody finally animated my tattooed legs.
And it's holiday themed, too. All right, Gus, since you've been on the episodes, why don't you lead us off?
Okay, $1 Million Butt. Every Christmas, you have to set out to try to foil Christmas for whatever town you're living in.
You're like, what does foil mean?
You just have to ruin Christmas for as many people as possible when they wake up Christmas morning. So you're going in, you're taking people's presents from under the tree, taking all their lights down.
Here's what I'm thinking. $1 million, day one, just buy a flamethrower. Those Christmas trees are just such a fire hazard. By the time you get to Christmas Eve and they're all dried out, go to the town square, the big Christmas tree there, just torch that. Everything's burning. Oh, you know what you can do? Christmas is a holiday that celebrates the birth of Jesus. Just take like half $1,000,000 and run a smear campaign on local television. Like talking about why Jesus is bad. You know, not good, Christmas sucks. Just a straight up smear campaign. Where was he between 3 years old and 33? You know, with the big red stamp.
Or don't go with Santa Claus, go with Burnie Claus.
That's exactly
I'm
right.
the new guy.
You
I'm
know?
not saying Santa Claus is a pedophile, but I'm not saying he's not.
So, $1 Million Butt. Every Christmas, you have to try to ruin Christmas for the town you are in. Jeff, would you take the money?
Sure. It'd be a Christmas everyone remembers.
I would absolutely take the money just because ruining them sounds like a lot of fun.
It sounds like a big hassle on me. There's no way I would do that.
Okay, so mine might sound a little convoluted, but you have to bear with me.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna paint a picture. Ronan Farrow, the investigative journalist.
Okay.
Everybody loves Ronan Farrow for all the work he's done taking down monsters like Harvey Weinstein, etc. But now he's on this high, and he doesn't know what to do. The only thing he can think of is to prove that Santa Claus is real. So it takes him 7 years of investigative journalism, and he's like trouncing around the North Pole. Everybody calls him a kook. All of his credibility is shot. He's running out of money because he's had to self-fund this thing because the newspaper pulled out a long time ago.
Sure.
Right? And
I feel like, by the way, this is the first MDB scenario that needs an intermission, but go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah,
His family.
The painting is vivid.
Is this supposed to be a fast show?
Got it. You got it.
His family is starting to abandon him, and just when he's on his last excursion, he stumbles and on an elf, and he's like, "Oh my God, I was proven correct." And the elf is like, "Oh, thank God, we've been hiding from you for years, but there's something wrong with Santa, and we have to expose. We have to let the world know that Santa exists because we've kept the secret for millennia. But now Santa's not right; he can't get out of bed, and we need your help, Ronan Farrow." And so Ronan Farrow goes and he meets Santa Claus, and they determine that Santa, his kidneys are failing.
Oh,
that's
sad.
Yeah, they've sustained for hundreds of years, but he needs now a kidney transplant.
Okay.
And so they search the world for a donor for Santa Claus. So Ronan's reporting on all this, and then the doctor's like, "We've tested 7.5 billion people, and there's no matching donor. The last person on Earth to test is, wait a minute, it's you, Ronan Farrow. We never tested you because you've been so busy reporting on it." Ronan Farrow goes, "Oh, absolutely, test me. I have 2 wonderful kidneys." They test it. He's the only match. Ronan Farrow gets presented with the decision. You get $1 million, but you have to give Santa Claus your kidney to save Christmas. But if you do, you lose the $1 million. You're Ronan Farrow.
Oh,
Okay.
I got it.
What a twist!
And I forgot to tell you, you're Ronan Farrow. But everyone would know you let Christmas die.
That's a hell of a setup. I think I would do it, and I would keep the $1 million.
I'm not gonna do it.
You're not gonna do it?
Nope.
The only thing I understand in this scenario is that I get $1 million, so I'm just gonna do whatever it takes to get that. Plus, Santa never gave anybody the MDB card game, so fuck him. That's how I feel.
All he has to do is go to mdbgame.com. It's so easy.
Let's bring this back to center a little bit. It's $1 million, but everything you use for the rest of your life is gift wrapped.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Like gift wrapped, like a toothbrush is wrapped. Like you want to brush your teeth, it's gift wrapped.
You gotta unwrap it. When you come to work, you gotta unwrap your mouse. You gotta unwrap the keyboard.
It's like
all
a prank
wrapped up.
that people play on each other, right? Like gift wrapping stuff in an office, except this is the hell that is your life.
It's your whole life.
Even everything, like getting into your car.
It wouldn't be wrapped for very long if you put it in first gear and started rolling, right?
Right. It would just all this everything would tear off.
It would take care of itself. I think the worst would be like when you're stuck in traffic and you really have to go to the bathroom And that, when you're scared you're not gonna make it,
Yeah.
you hop in the elevator, it stops on every floor. Finally, you get to your floor, you're racing down the hall. Your pants are already around your knees by the time you get to the toilet, and then you realize you have to unwrap the toilet.
Not only unwrap the toilet, then unbox it as well. What about even stuff like going to the airport?
You go to put your bag down and get all your electronics out, and they're all wrapped. And so it's like you have to unwrap everything at the security checkpoint. Otherwise, TSA will just make you do it again.
Well, then you get to the plane and that's wrapped. And then you unwrap it, then you get in, and then your seat is wrapped.
If you go into a giant building, you can't wrap a building. Do you just have to do a ribbon cutting ceremony every time you walk in?
It's wrapped. It's
wrapped.
The buildings are wrapped, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
All right, so guys, $1 million, but the moment you take the money, everything you use from that point on is gift wrapped like a holiday gift. I would do it.
No, this seems incredibly complicated the more we think about it.
It would annoy the rest of the world so much more than it would annoy me, which would sustain me. I would do it just for that.
All right, thank you for joining us on this very special animated holiday underwater themed episode of $1 Million. But we want to thank my guests, Geoff and Gus.
Hey.
If you want to find out what scenarios your friends and family can come up with on the holidays, why not get $1 Million But the card game? Just go to mdbgame.com to find out where you can get it. Happy holidays, everyone.
Season's greetings.
You know you want to click that dirty link. Do it. Now.